Hi, I have another channeled message for the collective. So many of you feel unstable and ungrounded when it comes to your romantic relationships. And that is because you were brought into this world with a foundation of unstableness and lies. And it's not intentional. It's just the fact that our parents were unaware of their own trauma and wounds, or they were running from their own trauma and wounds and did not want to deal with it. And so they did like a lot of us do. They showed up in the beginning of their relationship as the representative. They were not honest about the things that they were working through. They were not aware of the trauma that they actually had went through. And so when those two people got together, your parents, it was great in the beginning, just like a lot of your relationships are great in the beginning. And then once those masks come off, all of the dysfunction is starting to be revealed. And then when you have children in that, that just creates a cycle of behavior. And so if you're finding yourself feeling very unstable and ungrounded and insecure in relationships, I want you to ask yourself, where are you showing up with that mask? Where are you showing up in relationships as the representative? And why don't you feel like you can be honest and truthful from the beginning when you are entering these relationships? How are we going to create a deep intimacy and vulnerability without actually being vulnerable? How are we going to start building foundations on truth when we're not being honest from the beginning? Some of us, myself included, have fallen into the same patterns subconsciously that our parents fell into. And we ended up in relationships that we really had no business being in, and other than to just learn a lesson. And now we are tired of it. We're tired of having these catastrophic blow ups and all of the Dr. Jekyll and Hyde when you meet somebody and they're just awesome in the beginning, or you're awesome in the beginning, and then all of a sudden the mask comes off. And it's not to say that everything's going to come out in the beginning of a relationship, but when you know that you are hiding things, when questions and opportunities present themselves, when you're talking and getting to know somebody in the beginning and you choose to omit or shove down or lie about certain things that have happened to you or that you actually feel, or the boundaries or your needs, you are setting yourself up for a shaky foundation, because the foundation can only be strong when it's built on truth, because the lies will always come to the surface. You've seen it yourself. Everything that you've tried to hide when you've entered into these relationships has blown up in your face. Or when you don't speak about it and you continue to avoid it, it causes the person to walk away. And so if we want to have strong, stable, secure foundations in relationships, we have to build them on truth. We cannot continue to do the same thing that everybody before us did, which is sweep everything under the rug and try to present this perfect version of ourselves that does not exist. It's false. So of course the foundation is going to be shaky the more and more that you try to build and build and build, when you have the base, the very essence of the relationship, with gaps and holes and things that are missing. And those gaps and holes are your childhood, the trauma, your insecurities, everything that you go into relationships feeling that is unlovable. Those are the things that you have to start working through on your own to love them on yourself. So that way you feel confident presenting that to someone else. Because we cannot keep attracting people that only love this one version of us, because that's not who we are in total. So that's all I got for today. I love ya. Bye.